Good afternoon everybody, welcome to today's stream for round 2, season 7 of SRL. We're going to be racing in Austria today, a track that usually provides great racing, usually provides some interesting overtakes as well, because sometimes people just sit back and go for the DRS overtakes. However, we have some inventive moves in the past, and hopefully we'll be in store for a good race. Last time we raced round 1 in Bahrain, very good race. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. It was extremely good to watch, extremely fun to be a commentator and commentate on it, and yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing the same sort of action this week. So I thought I'd try something new. I've done it in previous leagues before, and I thought I'd give it a try now. So before I join the lobby, I'm going to be doing a preview lap of the Austrian track. So let's go into the Red Bull, Austria, and we'll talk through the track, because it's definitely got some interesting points of the track, again, which are good for overtaking. Could see some spots for track limits as well, which could be an issue. And also this track, it's definitely changed. It feels like it's changed quite a bit compared to last year's game. There are certain bits which aren't sort of there that used to be, if that makes sense. So like little bumps, and even the way that you attack certain curves is different. The way that you attack the track is different. So we'll apply a setup, but won't really need it, because we're just going to do it's not really going to be a slow lap as such. It's just going to be a lap where I'm going to be going around the track, pointing out different areas, sort of a bit like a Nico Rosberg sort of style thing, which he does on his YouTube channel. So we come up the final corner, DRS wide open here. Don't expect many overtakes into turn 1. Not really expecting much here, but you will see drivers taking a bit of a wider line in qualifying. It's very easy to invalidate here on the entry, and also on the exit. You dip a wheel off like that, and you can run on a little bit, and it can sometimes invalidate your lap as we head down the long straight here. And we've got a bump here, which could be interesting. Don't think we'll really see any crashes from it, but you see that's quite a dramatic bump. Then into what I'm going to be calling turn 2, because that sort of little kink there, I don't really count it as a corner. This I'll be calling turn 2 though. Heavy braking. Again, you could see some moves here. Inside and outside lines, fairly good for overtaking. The outside line is good for cutbacks, but as well you do get pretty good drive coming out of the corner and even on the inside. But you just got to be careful getting onto the throttle, as it's very easy to lose it, depending on, especially on, of course, what traction you're using. Once you get the car up to speed, go down another DRS straight, and expect some moves into this next corner here, turn 3. Under the Pirelli bridge we go. Yeah, the outside line is probably going to be the favoured one if you're battling, but yeah, the inside line though is a bit of a tighter angle. But again, could see some overtakes there as we head down through turn 4 and then into turn 5 and 6. Could see some people losing it here maybe, but some overtakes could be done. I've seen it happen before. Side-by-side action is very common through here, as long as both drivers are willing to give enough room to each other. Let's head through turn 6, flip over to turn 7, very easy to validate there as well. Then we head down towards turn 8 and 9. These two, again, very surprised we've seen the overtakes through here, but it can be done, but it would have to be a very last minute or frustrated dive up the inside. So we're going to go for a quick hot lap round here before we join the lobby. So head down towards turn 1. Don't expect this to be a quick one. You see how quickly you go through turn 1 there, and that's definitely not the best way. Don't think I maximised any of the lines for that corner. There's that bump there, quite exaggerated. Head down towards turn 2, hitting the apex, using every inch of the curb there to try and help pitch the car around. You far away out of turn 2, down towards turn 3. Again, using as much curve as possible just to extend the amount of track that you can actually use. It's a bit of a late apex for this corner here. Run a little bit on the curve so you get a good exit into this corner. You want to aim for a good exit, sorry, not a good entry. Aim for a good exit through here. And going curb to curb. This is probably, for me, the most difficult part of the track. I usually mess up here quite a lot, but the car sticks quite nicely. Using as much curve as possible. I imagine that's what the drivers will be doing as well. So 104.6, not the best lap. But that's the lap, sorry, a lap of Austria. Again, not the quickest. I'm sure they'll be going much quicker in qualifying. But yeah, so we're going to join the lobby now, and that's where we can discuss the championship, and of course talk about last week as well, because last week was definitely very good, very dramatic. Late safety cars definitely shook things up a bit, and definitely that last safety car that happened in last week's race changed up the result again. If you haven't seen it already, I suggest go watch it after this stream, because it was extremely fun to watch. I'll try not to spoil it for you, but yeah, it was extremely entertaining. So let's get... Right, that's the drivers. Let's get the championship up then, shall we? Right then, so leading the championship. These are kind of spoilers actually if you haven't seen the race, but it's talking points. It's talking points. So first place in the championship is currently Jensen Randall in the Mercedes, followed by Logan, who's a rookie this season, and he managed to get a podium in his first race, which definitely means that he's going to be someone to keep an eye out for. Dion next in the Ferrari, third place. Good drive from him. Apparently it was his first podium in an extremely long time, which is, you know, always great to see, I guess, you know, because you would definitely wanted to get a podium, you know, to show that he's back, and he's one of the veterans of the series, so see him get a podium must have been quite good for those long-time fans out there. Following behind him though, Max Mulder was in 4th, Ren van der Stapp was in 5th, Reese March in 6th, Robin Hustadhagen, I'm sorry I butchered that, in 7th, Samuel Brandt in 8th, Colin Higgins in 9th, Sandro Dulis in 10th, Alexei Koivinami in 11th, Nick van der Gant 12th, Jur Marisic in 13th, Jesper Limpinen in 14th, 15th was Dennis Krientius. That's Krientius. Hold on. Tim Ventnik in 16th. 17th was Louis Quinlan. 18th Eric Holm. 19th Brian Power. And 20th Liam Hill. So, of course, there's the standings, and of course the Constructors' Championship. At the moment, Mercedes at the top with 26 points. Alpine second with 20 points. Haas with 18 points in third. Scuderia Ferrari 16 points in 4th place. Aston Martin 5th place with 12 points. McLaren 6th with 10 points. And then Red Bull, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams in that order, all with 0 points. Look at the change out today, I'm sure they will be. This track is definitely very good for racing. It's also very tight for qualifying. It's never really been too stretched out in qualifying. I know last week, last race in round 1, the whole grid I'm pretty sure was covered by about 2 seconds, I think it was in the end, so it shows you how close it was, and especially around a track like Bahrain as well, where it's quite... It even isn't the longest track, but there's a lot of places where you can lose time by going a bit wide, braking a bit too late. It's quite a flowing track, which sometimes can mean you can lose time just by messing up one corner, but it's very close, and I'm sure it will be much closer in Austria, maybe a second and a half, maybe 1.2 seconds covering the whole grid. I wouldn't be surprised. Of course, it is short quality as well, so they got 3 runs probably, maximum of 3 runs. Because they have 3 sets of soft tyre. Maybe someone goes for the mediums, they might want to prefer the strategy. But yeah, and of course as well, rain definitely being a factor. Could see rain coming into the mix. It's always a factor. It's always a factor. I know last time we were joking around saying, well, you know, Bahrain, it's probably not going to be rain there. However, Austria though, I have been in league races where it's rained halfway through, or rained towards the end. In fact, last Saturday, I was in a race where the rain came towards the end, and it completely changed the race, because it's debating whether or not... It's funny, it's like F1 last week, at Russia. It's that bouncing on a knife edge of whether or not to pit and risk, you know, being on essentially worse tyres and the rain not being as bad, or pitting to go onto the wets. Or not pitting, and you know you're on dry tyres in those conditions. It's very difficult. So, especially a track like this as well, where it is quite, the straights aren't too bad, but it's just those traction zones and the middle sectors definitely very difficult on dry tyres on the wet. I'm not sure what the vice versa is like. I don't know what it's like with wet tyres in dry conditions, but you know, I'm sure it's not very good. So as you see, we've got 13 drivers at the moment. The time is currently 1:56. The session should be going at 2 o'clock. I see 14 drivers now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go get a drink, so I'm ready for. Actually, I've already got one. Yeah. So people in chat then. So we've got, how many viewers is that? 4 people. Nice. Who are your predictions then? What are your predictions for qualifying? Because last week we saw. Let's have a look. We saw Alexei taking pole position by 2/10 of a second. I don't think it'll be as close. Imagine 2/10 of a second would be probably the gap between like first and fifth, maybe. But other than that, though, I don't know. I imagine we'll see the Mercedes definitely fighting up towards the top again. Alexei and Jensen, very good drivers. Maybe we can see Logan trying to do the same thing. Even Dion possibly fighting towards the top. But, of course, there are some teams that need to score points this weekend. You know, the likes of Red Bull, Williams. I think it was AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo are the ones that need to score points. So I may be wrong with that. I do have the championship standings actually here, which I can look at. And we should be getting a reserve in, I think, because from looking at the chat, Yannick looks like he could be racing. So hopefully we can possibly see him. And we may get some drives during mid-quali. It shouldn't glitch up the game, but to be honest, anything can really glitch up the game at this rate. Right, Constructor Championship, yeah. Okay, there's AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo, and Williams are the teams that need to score points. Right, I'm going to quickly do my pre-race rituals, and then I will be back in less than a minute. So, maybe think about who you think is going to be on pole. Right, ladies and gents, I am back in perfect time, I guess. See what the weather is in qualifying. Maybe different in the race. Again, I'll ask people in chat if there are any drivers that are currently watching. Can you please let me know what the weather is? Because I will be very interested to see what it is. Oh, it's raining in qualifying. And oh, okay. I can't tell if that's light rain or if that's heavy rain. I must say I'm not too sure. That looks fairly light. If we get an on board of a driver, then we'll see what it is. So there's a car coming out there. That is a Mercedes coming out of the pits. Who is it? Is it Jensen? It is Jensen. He's on inters, so it must be light rain then. As more and more drivers are coming out now. And to see what Jensen is like in these conditions as he exits the pits now. Oh, you see how squirmy the car is there, even just coming out of the pits. That was proper close there. Here we go then. See his throttle plits, he's maybe at full throttle by the time he gets to the DRS line. He just about gets onto the full throttle there. You see many drivers coming out on their outlap now, which for me indicates that this could be your qualifying session. I don't know if it dries up. If it dried up, I would think they might. Actually, no, it could dry up. I don't know. Let me know in chat if there are any drivers currently watching or listening. Can you please let me know what the weather is supposed to be, if it's going to dry up, and what the race is going to be. And Jensen will be the first one to start a flying lap. This reminds me of 2020 Austria, the way it was raining. Maybe not as heavy, a bit more visibility this time round. But Jensen starting his first lap of the session. Into turn one, go be careful up there, it's very easy to spin it. So managed to get the power down though. He's going to start draining that ERS down the straight. Into turn one, bit of a lock up. You see that front wheel there, not rotating, but doesn't look it's hurt him too much. It's his rear end getting a little bit squirmy there. And treacherous conditions here. Takes a really wide entry there. So my time trial lap might actually hold up here. As Alexei retiring from the session, does that mean has he got a qualifying ban or? Not too sure, but it's a purple window sector for Jensen though. Looking fairly in control of his car now. Not sure what assists he runs. From the looks of it, he might be running no assists from the looks of it. However, I may be wrong. But as he runs the final corner, see what his first lap will be. It's a 1:11.6. His yellow flags. Looks like going to have the Romeo getting back going there. And now we watch Ren coming into second place, 9/10 off. Look behind to Reese, who goes fairly close to his teammate. 9/10 off, and there's a crash. It's Dion. Dion's crashed. He's gone ball. No, sorry, not Dion. Sorry, Sandro. Sandro's crashed. As we watch Dion there going past his stricken teammate. Oh, that's a shame. Sandro's so early in the session to be out. Look at this. It's a train here. I'm on board with I think this is Yannick. No, it's not. Sorry. So it's Louis Quinlan. Sorry. Sorry. I don't remember seeing this PSN, so... but yeah, the stricken Ferrari. Look at this. A bit of a danger there. But many drivers now coming around to complete their laps. Is that Jensen again? No, it's not his teammate. No, it's not. It's Jensen. So that. I think that was Sam. I think his lap might have been invalidated. As you watch Logan now coming out the final corner. Right down to the line, where does he go? I think starting his lap on this lap was validated as well. Not too sure the Haas is staying out for another lap. think they might be doing for a cool-down lap, and then they'll come back around again for another flyer. And it looks like there's another... Is that a spinner? That's a spinner there. And Sam. Oh, he's right in the middle of the track there. He's got to get out of the way. He's got to get out of the way here. An Epic the Animal. Logan going pole position. Or provisional pole, I should say. Wow, great lap there. Wait, why is that? Hang on. Sorry, that was really late. I don't know why that... He was halfway down that straight when it popped up. I think the lobby might be going a little bit. Let's see if anyone else is on a lap. Dion, going a little bit quicker this time. Let's watch him. Of course, got a podium last time out in a chaotic race around Bahrain. I think Sam here crossing the line doesn't look like a very good lap. Like 11 seconds off. We go to Reese here, 3 tenths up. He goes to 3rd place. A good lap there. Followed by Ren, who's going to stay in P4. We're back to Dion. He was up last time we saw him in the first sector. Has he carried that speed throughout this whole lap? He's at 8th at the moment. And where does he go? He stays 8th. He's 7 tenths up, but he's still 2 tenths off of Jofi. And speaking of Jofi, he's validated that lap. Hopefully he'll be found again for another quick one. Sam spinning there, but Robin though, much quicker this time round. Could get P7 and P8 here. No, it goes P9. Jensen quicker in the 2nd sector. He's clearly got more time to gain. Can he gain it in this final sector here? Oh, it's so close. 5 tenths up. And he just can't catch Logan. What? That was some lap from Logan. That's Jofi going slowly. He's not low on fuel from the looks of it, unless he's spun. And speaking of, I was a bit close there from Louis. Almost losing it coming out of the corner there. It's a bit sketchy. But Ren's staying out, 1.6 seconds down though. Dion 6 tenths up this time round. Much quicker this time. He's on low fuel. He doesn't spin it like his teammate. And this should put him in the top 5. No, it doesn't, just outside. He's in P6. 7 tenths up though. It's looking positive. He keeps making up time. As we watch Robin now coming into the pits. That's Ren on an out lap. Taking a lot of a hitchery there. That's a bit unstable almost the way he went in there. Jofi invalidated and Neek about to start his lap. Oh, that's Dion round into the wall. Lost all of his wing. Luckily there's no cars he can block at the moment. Has to get back going again. That was at turn 2. And he's probably just gone to the throttle a little bit too hard there. And into the wall he goes. So as we go on board with Louis. Looks like he's off controller from the way that he's moving. The wheel, and he's doing pretty well at it. Let's see what he can do here. It's yellow flags, but that might be just because of Dion. I think Dion's probably out of fuel with no wing as well, so he's going to be a bit of a moving chicane. He's gone purple though in that middle sector. And maybe the game glitch, not to put him down or anything, not to put his skills down, but I've seen it quite a lot. Looks very smooth though. Hopefully he doesn't validate. You know, it looks good, it looks good. See what he can get here. He gets P5, good lap there. Good lap from Louis. Now Neek coming across the line, where can he go here? He's looking for top 3 probably, but he's 6.2 seconds down that lap, so probably not. And then, oh, he's off. Oh, but here we go. What's this lap going to be here? He's going to move from P11 to still being P11. And that's Yana Holm, who's a reserve actually, reserving full alpha. happens, which is unique here. Oh, it's invalidated. That wide entry, clearly just being too wide. And of course, we already saw Louis there spinning on his lap. Really sketchy entry there. Oh, and look at this. Jan up on his lap. What can he get here? Goes up to P10. 5 tenths up, and I'm sure he'll be definitely wanting to go quicker. That's an interesting choice. Ren on the softs. I tell you what though, it has stopped raining from the looks of it. It has stopped raining. But has the track dried up though? That's the only thing. If we go... no, the link's too far back. I was going to say, if we go... well, actually, no, we can see there the spray. There's still a decent amount of spray from the rear of Jensen's car, and I think that's a good indicator as to what the conditions are really like. That's when the McLaren's coming out now. Let's see who that is then. That is Mr. Robin. Or Robin, as I should be calling him. There's the other Alpha coming out now, of Louis. And hopefully this lap won't be invalidated for Jensen. He's going to want that pole position. Make it 2 races in a row for Mercedes getting pole. He's a 10th up already. That's an incredible sector 1. He's just got to carry that speed now for the rest of it. And DRS is now enabled. DRS is now enabled. And Logan is going to have to come out now surely for his lap. Unless Logan's going to wait till the end of the session to go on some softs or something. Risk it maybe. Because now they've got DRS, which will definitely help them on a single lap. Maybe not by much, might be only 2. Oh, he's already got a 3 tenths on that one. And as you see there, Sam's coming out of the pits. Sam is out of the pits now. He's on the softs. Reese is in the pits as well. He's got the softs fitted, but he's not coming out yet. But we're watching Jensen here though. Could this be the provisional pole lap? It goes top by 1/10 of a second. I'm sure he'll go quicker this lap now that he's got low fuel. Oh no, he might run out of fuel though. But he's got DRS though. See if that at all helps him. And let's go on board with Sam, see what those softs are like. Let's see how well these are doing for him. Doesn't look too bad. I guess we'll really see damage when he comes through this sector here. This is usually where we see quite a bit of drop off in terms of grip when it comes to the dry tyres, but looking fairly solid at the moment. Oh, touches the curb a bit there. Oh no, he's lost it on the curb. Oh no. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He was on such a good lap, he had such good control of that car, and unfortunately he just dipped a wheel onto the curb, and Jensen, being out of fuel there, goes past crashed McLaren. A lot of people fitted with the softs, but I think after seeing that crash though, they might have second thoughts a little bit. Doesn't look like it though here. Lots of cars warming up, seeing some movement. That's everyone now in the pits. Who is going to call the bluff first? There it is. It's the Alfa Romeo. Who will follow then? So it's a Haas. Sorry, I've got it wrong there. Got Ferrari though, but there, can't get that one wrong. The track looks a lot better now, and it was Ren. Who else will follow then? We'll keep an eye on the pits until Ren comes round to start his final lap, so we can see what he does, see if he crashes or not. But I'm assuming it's all good. DRS is now, of course, available as well. I know it's not very interesting watching the pits, but there we go. That's a Mercedes coming out now. And who is it? Of course, it's Jensen. Why would I say? Why would I say who is it? He's the only one left in the session. No one really budging. That is the other Haas though, of Reese coming out now. And that's the Alfa Romeo there now. That is Louis. Right then, we're going to go on board with Ren then. He's already 2 tenths quicker that lap. That was an out lap and he's much quicker. Much quicker. That is extremely better. Surely Logan's going to have to come out now if he wants to protect this pole position. Or get this pole position. He's currently in the pits, so surely there's going to be an influx of drivers coming out on track. And Jesberg on the medium tyre. As Ren going much quicker through that first sector. It's the middle sector where surely we're going to be seeing the most time made up. You see there's a little bit of spray on the TV pod camera here, but surely the rain isn't coming back now. And you see Logan fitted the softs. Everyone except Ian on the dry tyres. At least have the dry tyres fitted. Look at that, 3.2 seconds up in that middle sector alone. And that's huge for this lap. That's huge for this qualifying session as well. And now everyone, it seems like, coming out of the pits now. Head for the final corner, a bit of a sloppy final corner. Rear end getting lit up there, that's surely going to be a provisional pole position lap. It is 107.5. Not best conditions, definitely not the best conditions. Who's next? Dion, 3.3 seconds up on this lap for that sector. He's got his P2, was so close. Oh, so close. Jensen is the next in line, but he's letting off. He's letting off. He's not backing up the pack, is he? Or is he waiting for the track to get drier? What's he doing here? Let's see what Reese is going to do then. He's got to get a 107.5. He's currently 4 seconds up, so he's already in a provisional P3. Oh no, he spun it! Into the wall he goes. He's got a rear tyre though. He's kept his rear tyre on, but oh, that's so unfortunate. He just caught that. He must have had a snap of oversteer through that section. It's so easy to do. But we're going to watch Louis here. He goes from P6 to P1. A second and a half up on that lap. What a lap. Robin now. What can he do? Goes from last to third. And Dion is our first finisher, 1.5 seconds off the pole time. What a lap that was there. And I think that's what some of the big guys are doing. I think that's what Jensen was doing. He must have been letting off so that the track could get drier, so that he could push for an even better lap and save those tyres. I see 3.8 seconds up. It's not right now. He's in a provisional P. What would that be? 2 or 3, but surely he's going to gain so much time through here. This could be your pole lap. Logan's not too far behind though. Could we see a dramatic end? Jensen goes top by almost a second. Jofi goes 4th. Jesberger can't improve. And Logan, pole position. What can Nick do? He's 4.3 seconds up. I don't know if that's enough. I don't think it is. So he's P4. Great lap there. Robin pulls off. And Dion, of course, being one of the drivers who's already finished. What a lap. I'm sorry to Logan that we could not watch him come across the line there. Wow. He got a podium in his first race, last round in Bahrain, after a hectic race and after a hectic qualifying session. He's got his first SRL pole position, and that is a hell of a front row as well. They are going to have to, I mean, everyone else is, those other 12 drivers is going to have to do something heroic to make sure that these guys don't pull away. Wow, what a qualifying session, eh? And we'll wait for confirmation. There it is. Confirmation then. The American Logan taking pole position by almost half a second. 4/10 there. Just over 4/10. Then followed by Jensen in P2. Another strong driver. Then we have Louis in P3. We have Nick in P4. Ren in P5. Zhu in P6. Robin P7. Dion P8. Reese P9. Sorry, trying to get the names here. So Jesper. Okay. Jesper P10. We have Jan in P11, Sam in P12, and I didn't catch the other two, but I think that was Alexei and Sandro, as they both crashed out of the session. Sorry, one of them crashed out. Oh, that is some sketchy conditions. Look at that. There's even one of the AI in a raincoat, so that might hint towards what the weather's going to be. Even though it's undercover. Not very smart. But let's hopefully get an idea of what we've got. It's a bit weird actually. I'd like to know the weather, just, you know, so at least we know what's coming up and see what maybe the driver's thought processes could be. But it's also quite interesting not knowing what's going to happen, because it has a bit more drama to it. But as if this race weekend has already been, you know, not already been dramatic. We've got a race, we've got a whole 36 laps to do around the Austrian GP. Here we go then. Let's do the grid rundown then, shall we? Logan in P1, great qualifying lap, followed by Jensen, Jan, Nick, Ren, Zhu, Robin, Dion, Reese, Jesper. Sorry, trying to get used to names here. Sorry, Jan, Sam, Alexei, and Sandro. Sorry for the delay there. I was just trying to. I've got a little sort of chart showing people's PSNs, and I'm just getting a little bit mixed up with some of the names. And I believe it's. Sorry, I said Jan for Louis. And oh look, Logan spun. Logan spun on the formation lap, and luckily there's no damage. I think there's no damage on the formation lap, but and that's not going to help his tyres. That is really not going to help his tyres. In fact, what were his tyres showing there? Hang on, let me get close to the screen. His tyres are looking pretty hot at the moment, I think, from that spin. But it's caused him to be up on the grid here. Look at that, he's got dirt on his tyres as well. His tyres are dirty. That is not good. That is really not good, because off the track, off the start, he would not have a lot of traction. And Jensen, at this rate, he might as well be buying a lottery ticket at how lucky he's got on here. That is huge for the race, or the first phase of the race, as we wait for Sandro to pull up towards the rear of the field. Here we go then. And it's lights out, and away we go for round two of. See, look at that. The start from Logan was so bad. He's dropped down to P5 already. Jensen up into P1. As we watch Louis in P2, Nick P3, Ren P4. And Logan's going to have to make up some time here. Not only, I think he might have had cold tyres as well, but look at this, the battle towards the back. It's 4 wide, there's contact as well between some others. That looks like a wing on, that looks like a wing on. Who's lost their wing? There was contact towards the back. Oh, there's more in place gone. And now Reese goes into the back of Jofi. Oh no, and his race goes from bad to worse. It looked like there was some tough battling going on there. And that's... No, it's Logan! Logan was the one without the wing. Logan was the one without the wing. And his rate, speaking of going from bad to worse, he had an awful start from spinning. And there's another car around it. Surely it's a Ferrari of Dion. It's Dion round. No. Oh, what a hectic start. And Jensen's already near enough 2 seconds ahead. And now Nick, though, in a comfortable podium position at the moment. Surely he's going to try and catch Louis. Maybe he might even get Louis by the time DRS actually opens, or DRS actually starts, but you see both Hasses into the pits. And Logan, what tyres will they go onto, though? That's the thing. What tyres will they go onto? And it's a double stack as well. No. Let's look further back, though. Let's look. Oh, inside move there for Alexei trying to make up positions. He's definitely quick enough to get himself up to the top 5, probably before his first pit stop. He's on the medians as well. As we watch from behind, looking at Sam, will he go for a move up the inside here? He gives the room, to be fair, and he makes the move done. Sorry, gets the move done. Well then, 2 laps in and already massive drama. And the race is still not over as well. As you Jensen, 106.2 there. Great lap. DRS now enabled on lap 3 of 36. As you watch Alexei behind these two here, Sandro and Jan. Let's see how Alexei approaches this. He will have the DRS here, he'll have ERS, and have the slipstream of 2 cars in front of him. Oh, that was really close there. Oh, he's trying to make it the double, and then everybody's come off. Everybody's come off. And then 3 wide, they've made contact. And now look at this, it's a 4-way battle here. And now Sam joining this battle here. Side by side. Oh no, Jan not making the corner. He had an end plate missing from the previous corner. And now surely he's going to drop down the order. He rejoins the track. That's what the yellows are for. And now Alexei trying to get past Sandro. He's all over the rear of him. Surely he doesn't go for a move here. Oh, he's going to try. He's going to try and he gets it done. What a move. I don't know if Sandro backed out of that one. He just went, no, I'm not going to go for a... I'm not going to try and make it too wide into this corner. But Alexei charging up the field, already into P7. And we look further back, Sam might be looking for a move on Sandro. And speaking of a move, that was Logan making a move there on Jan. And oh, you got to feel bad for those 4 back down there. Even Dion as well. Got to feel bad for them. You know, in a matter of a few corners, things went from bad to worse for them. Well then, it's already been a great start to this race. That is... Oh, and Jan's retired. Right? Hey, Jan has retired from the race. As Jesper getting the first penalty of the race. He's sort of stuck in no man's land here. He's got quite a large gap to either car, so no DRS, no nothing. It's more likely he'll get caught by Alexei than him catching Trophy. However, maybe wrong, maybe wrong. See what happens in about 5 laps time. But Jensen, though, absolute dominance already. And the sun's starting to shine. Oh, rear end getting a little bit loose there. There's yellow flags. Who is that? It's Sam. What's happened there? He lost it on traction, or was there contact? Considering he spun so early on in that corner, I'm going to say that there was contact. But Dion, though, is going to probably overtake him. Maybe try and get a cutback on him or something. He might not need to, actually. He's got the move done fairly well then. His contact, he's taking him round. What's happened there? What on earth happened there? I think there's a VSC for the debris. Will that get upgraded? I doubt it will. I think that will get pre-cleared fairly quickly. It's not like a car stops on track or something, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if that was Dion turning. It didn't look like Dion turned in. It looked like he had a fairly straight racing line. Like, it didn't look like he was really cutting in at all on him. I don't know if Sam just went straight on or something. I don't know what happened. We're trying to... I don't know. I don't know if that was Sam's fault. Don't know if that's Sandro's fault. I don't know, but... or if it's just a racing incident, but that's very strange to see there. Looks like it's been cleared. All the wing damage has been cleared, so it should be good, but... because VSC very slippery here. Could we possibly be seeing a drive-through being handed out to any of these drivers? They have to keep within the delta, otherwise they get a drive-through penalty. That's how it works. And I've been caught out a few times myself on VSCs, and I know a few others have done as well. It's very slippery. And it looks like everyone's safe. However, though, it looks like Louis might not be safe for long, because Nick is just behind him. We look at this brilliant helicopter shot here. Watching the cars come down towards turn 9 and 10. You see Nick very nicely conserving his ERS. Still up in the, you know, consistently between the noise. He's spun! No, Nick! Oh, careful your teammate, careful your teammate. That's good there, he backed out of it. And he's have to be careful rejoining. He rejoins just behind Jesper. Good driving, good judgment there from Nick, but oh, so unfortunate. And now it looks like Alexi's going to inherit his P5. Oh, he's going for the cutback. Oh, look at the exit. The exit from Alexi's just absolutely textbook there. That is, if you want to look up what cutback is in a dictionary, that's what it is. Nick didn't go deep, it was just Alexi's very good driving there from him. In fact, let me quickly get the tyre graphic up so we can just see what they're on. There you go. So I forgot to do that. And yeah, very good stuff from Alexi there. It's a shame though, Nick was running really nicely for P3, but at least his teammate though inherited that P3. And you'd like to think in the next few laps we should be seeing the drivers pit for a new set of tyres, well at least the soft runners maybe in the next 3 laps maybe. I'm not sure when the pit window's open for these guys, but as we look back here from Jensen, you can hardly see him. We see the smoke though from that lockup. It's very easy to lock up into that corner. Just the nature of the corner where the front tyre just goes very light, so it's very easy to lock up. But Sandro though, pitting early for the hards. Might try and, well, he's definitely going to be taking these to the end surely. But if there's a late safety car, never know, might just switch on a couple of softs. Cause I think these guys have got another 2 sets of softs ready, depending on what tyre they took to start off with. But it's a nice to manage race though from Louis at the moment. Because Alfa Romeo, one of those teams that actually haven't scored points yet, so if Louis can keep doing this, then he'll be scoring a pretty nice and healthy amount of points for the team, including Jesper as well. Jesper, the only AlphaTauri driver, and he's going to be getting some points for his team as well. But no Williams drivers, which is strange. And Dion getting a 3-second time penalty. And let's see, actually, hang on. They have got, the soft runners have got the pit window sign, or the box now sign. As you see there, the blue spanner lighting up there on Jensen's car, but it's not lit up on Louis' car. What will Jensen do? Well, is he going to pit now or not? Nope, doesn't look like it. But I think that means the pit window is open, and in fact I think when he crosses the line here we might be able to see the graphic flick up saying pit window being open. Not yet though. Let's see if there's any close battles on track. Alexi's closing in though a lot to Jesper. It's a second now, and you'd like to think by the end of this straight he'll be within the DRS. He's not though, he's actually losing time to Jesper, but look at that, the time he's making up on the brake sesh. Look at that. It's only a small amount, but yeah, a much better exit there. In fact, Jesper closing in on, that is the Red Bull of Jofi. So we could have a three-way battle here for the podium as Sam gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I think this may be the only real battle for position at the track other than Logan trying to get P9 from Dion, which we will quickly flick to now. See what's going on here. Of course, pole position man had a really tough start to the race. He spun, had dirt on his tyres, cold tyres off the start, dropped back to about P5. Looks like he lost his wing in an incident leading up towards turn 2. From the looks of it, he saw a wing go flying across the track and was like, well, who was that? And it's only when we brought up to the field we could actually see that it was Logan. And then of course Dion as well, another podium sitter from last week. So Logan right behind him. Does he go inside or outside? Dion protects the outside, but should be an easy move here for Logan. Now he's just going to make sure that the move sticks. Sam getting another penalty. He's a 10th up on that lap, but he gets the move done very nicely. He's pulled away massively here from Dion. But we're going to watch this battle here. Three-way battle. And no! That's Louis getting a 3-second time penalty. And that could hurt him later on in the race, especially if there's a late safety car. Or a safety car. Jesper, who also was himself having a 3-second time penalty. It'll be interesting to see what... Sorry, mine's got blank. What Alexei does here. I said he'd get into the top 5. By the time that he pits, but I didn't think he'd be challenging for a top 3. It'd be a hell of a recovery drive and certainly a driver of the day performance. Oh, it's contact though. Jesper. Oh, look, this is 3 wide. Oh no, 3 wide. It's almost 3 wide. Into turn 3. That's Jofi going deep. But he's chance to get it done. No, he hasn't. There's still 2 wide. There's still 2 wide. Jofi. I'm sorry, Jur and Jez. Jur and Jesper. But Jofi retaking, oh for God's sake, Jur taking P3 back. Sorry, I'm just calling by their real names, I can't. Jesper. Oh, but Jur's so low on his ERS. You see the red light flashing, that means he's low. Yeah, 5% there compared to the 76 and the 24. Jesper conserving his ERS much better on the brake. So look at this around the outside. Wow, what a move! What a move from Jesper. Surely that's got to be the move of the race. I don't know if Jur backed out there at all, but that was an incredible move from Jesper. That's on old mediums. I know the mediums are a better tyre than the softs, you know, in terms of a long one, and that's 9 seconds for Sam. What's he doing? But Alexei, though, on the same tyres as Jesper. However, though, Jesper, much more ERS. He's been conserving. If you click on board with him, I'm sure he's got about 80 or 60%. In fact, it's in between that. Let's go aboard with Alexei then. As that is the first drive to go into the pits. Another one for Sam Racing. Another one for Sam there. 3-second time penalty. But in bigger news though, Louis pitting. He's the first driver to pit. What will he go on to? I'm assuming it will be the mediums, or will he go softs? Soft, medium. No, he goes mediums. Might try and move me to the end. Look at that. Lots of traction. But Jesper though, being hunted down by Alexei. But I don't think Alexei knows about his ERS. Look at this, around the outside. Can he get it done? I said about it being good for overtaking. This contact looks like between the two. And now, Alexei, side by side. Down into turn 3, using as much curb as possible just so he can get the room. There's no contact. And that is how you do it, Alex Albon and Lewis Hamilton. And Perez and Norris and the rest. However many contacts there have been into that corner. And now Jensen pitting. I think that might have been a bit of a glitch there because he looked like he went full throttle into there. He goes onto the mediums. Will his teammate follow? No. He'll stay out, and I think Alexei might inherit the lead here. What about behind? Anyone else coming in? Doesn't look like it. And in fact, it will be the Mercedes swap positions. And Jensen coming out nicely in front of these guys. Oh no, it's another penalty. It's another penalty for Louis. That's 6 seconds altogether, and I think that before he pitted, that was pretty much the gap between him and Jofi. Sorry. And speaking of, Joe trying to make a move on Jesper here. So that's Jensen, sorry. Jensen trying to make the move. And what a move. Go on, Jensen. Really good stuff. And he might even catch his teammate. I don't think he will, though. I think he'll play it smart. I think he'll play it safe. And you'd like to think that Alexei would pit this lap. Oh my god, the speed difference. And will he pull over here for his teammate? I don't think he needed to. I think the DRS was enough. But Jensen, absolutely rapid. As Nick, I think that was overtaking his teammate Joe, but just because Joe was in the pits. And an update though, fastest lap going to Louis, who unfortunately though, even though he's got fastest lap, he does have 6 seconds of penalties. Now it's Joe closing in on Robin. Robin on much older soft tyres. He might be trying to go for a long run on these softs just to have a good run on the mediums. Might be trying to go for a one stop actually. And Jensen immediately getting fastest lap on those mediums as Zanik pits. That's Robin, I'm sure, coming into the pits now. And now, look at this, much closer here. Logan trying to close in on Joe. He might have him by the next straight. Lovely helicopter views. So I really wish we could utilise this more in spectator mode. Like you could pick which camera you want. Because I'll tell you what, I'd pretty much just I'd be happy to watch the race just from the helicopter view. See what Logan does here. Does he pull off to go to the pits? He's a 14 lap old mediums, but he stays out. Look, obviously he did pit early on, didn't he, because of his wing damage, so he might be hanging out just for a safety car. You never know. He might just be sitting back and just going, you know what, I'll try it. As you watch Sandro now, or both Ferraris going wide there. Not the best weekend for the Ferraris. Of course, one crashing out in qualifying, and then one spinning off early on the race. But Sandro overtaking his teammate fairly easily. And speaking of overtaking, look at this. Oh, there's contact. Not enough to incur a spin, but there's contact definitely. You could notice it, you could see it. And you see the Dossier coming to effect there. Got a few little battles happening on the track. And there's a spinner, It's Nick. Nick's off. It's a second spin of the race for him. Luckily no damage, but I'm sure his tyres won't like that. They'll be complaining about the temperatures that they've just had to endure. Look at this. Jesper battling with the lap car of Samuel Brandt. I'm sure he won't be liking that, as I think that's Reisman off. It is Reisman. And Reese being off then. Virtual safety car because of that, I'm assuming. It shouldn't get upgraded. There's no need for it to get upgraded. Has he lost wing? He's pitting, but... Oh, he is on 15 lap. Okay, yeah, he's on 15 lap old tyres, fair enough. Now we go green. And now Jesper pitting. He's got a fairly decent gap to everyone else. Already though it's being passed by Louis. Another penalty for Sam. And there you see it. Jesper going to go 16 to 17 laps on those softs. That is an interesting strategy. And by the end of the race, those things will be complaining at him. But now, Logan gets the move done nicely there on the Haas of Ren. Or was it Reen? Ah, no. Watch race here, pitted on the VSC. He's going to try and close in on Sam. Oh no, big crash, big crash, big crash, big crash, big crash. Oh no, and Reese, his race going for bad to worse. It's a VSC at the moment, but surely that's going to get upgraded. I know he's off the track, but that's a big crash. Look at that, way off there. It hasn't been upgraded. I must say I'm surprised about that. There was a big crash. And it's been cleared up. Wow. You see, he just lost it on the curve, unfortunately. But Logan and Reen using that as a chance to pit, and oh my god, it's worked out perfectly. Logan, you lucky boy. He's come out in P7. DRS back enabled. We go green. Ah no, and Alexei getting a 3-second time penalty though, but he looks like he's safe. But he's got a pit though, that's the only thing. I think he should have pitted under that VSC, but I think he may have gone past the line when it happened. Oh, as we watch these two going very close, Alexei going into the pits, but Logan getting the move done nicely there at turn 3. That's extremely quick. And could Logan be on for a podium? You never know. That's great stuff, I tell you, look at that. That's great stuff from Alexei. Only goes down 1 position. To be fair, he is quite far away from Louis, but to take a P3 after where he started, like, yeah, that's fair. That is really fair enough. But Logan, though, looks set possibly for a podium. Definitely a top 5 at this rate, I can personally say. Even though everyone's pitted, I still think that he's got something else in the bag. I think he could pull out something like an incredible drive. But further up though, Jesper. It's this old battle again. Jesper behind Jur. Oh, look at this. He's just waiting behind him, ready to pounce. Look at this, Jofi. So low ERS, and he's got onto the grass there to try and get past him. It's Alex Albon here. Gets onto the throttle. Hits the ERS, he's got much more than Jur. He hasn't got DRS though. Oh, wait, come on, let's have a better view, please. He sends it, there's contact. Oh, there's still contact. And Jur not letting this one go. They're still side by side. Oh, he's forced him wide, but he's on much better time than there's contact. And there's wing damage. Oh no, Jesper. I think he's got wing damage. It looked like he does. Alright, Jur, sorry. Has Jur... No, he hasn't. How has he come away from that unscathed? Oh, that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. It looked like Jesper just had so much of a turning angle. He just turned in as if he wasn't there. But that could have also possibly been Jur. It's hard to tell from that angle, you know, because we weren't on board with the cars, but... Oh, yet more drama. And now Logan up into P5. Maybe a podium might not be on at this rate, but... Oh, well. That is controversial, I think is the word. Yeah, very interesting there between the two. And no doubt that Jester will be extremely annoyed about that, because he had a very good chance of getting P4 there, and unfortunately that chance has been snatched away from him from not a lot of contact really, but that's quite almost dramatised. I don't know if that was maybe a mixture of both drive, or one driver turning in, one driver straightening up, but I'm sure we'll find out after the race, possibly the opinions of the other drivers. Well then, let's look up towards though Logan, right behind Jur. It's the same place where Jur and Jesper had their incident. What's going to happen here? Same thing, or is it going to be different? Logan sends it up the inside. Does not give him any chance to fight back. And a good move there. Everything's fairly spread out, other than maybe the lap cars. So I got a bit silent, just not much to commentate on. But one thing I can say though, it's been definitely an interesting race to watch. Been some dramatic moments. There's still time for some more dramatic moments, but we do have 10 laps to go. Will we see any more late drama? Last time out in Bahrain we saw some late safety cars. Will we see it again? And if the flag went out now, you would see a double for Jensen and a well-deserved podium as well. There's been a lot of comeback stories in this race. Sandro getting himself some points after starting, I think, actually last, because I think if you crash out I think it puts you automatically to the back of the grid rather than retiring from the session. As we watch a bit of a battle here between Dion and I believe that's Mr. Robin. And he is on better tyres, Dion. Ooh, that's a bit risky going there. Ooh, that was... had the possibilities of being very close there, could have seen some contact. Just in the rear of him there. He's going to try and move out then. Gets the move done. It's with behind, we see him getting past the McLaren. Bit of a lock up there. But all looks pretty good. All saying that though, it's because this is for 1 point as well. So both drivers desperately would want to get this, and Dion spins again. He spun there in qualifying, and he spins there in the race. It's his second spin of the race. And as we were talking about how detrimental that fight for the points was, and Dion spinning again. The tyres are too hot, he just can't get the thing going. And that's Louis getting past. Spun Ferrari. And so Dion's got back up to speed now. But such a shame, and now we see the battle of the Red Bulls, which Reen might be joining, and that's another penalty for Sam. Oh, and he almost goes back to the back of his teammate. Whoa, that was close. And Reen, at this rate, could be catching up to join this battle for P5. Oh, there's the car off, there's the car off. Who was that? It's Sam. Sam massively off there. Oh, with a 10-second time penalty there for Sam. Was that? Oh no, it's Reen off. No. He shouldn't drop any positions for the way it is. No way, no way. Logan's crashed out. Logan's crashed out. Logan has crashed out of the race in near enough the exact same spot. It's a safety car. Oh my God. And now Dion has just pitted. And look at this, everyone behind now. Everyone behind starting to pit. Are they pitting for the softs? They would have to pit for the softs, surely. Oh my God, what a shake-up. We were talking about if there's going to be a late safety car, and I'm going to have to get out of my chair because this is going to be one hell of a finish. Wow. Oh, but you have to feel bad for Logan though. He's gone from the pole position to near the back of the grid, back up to the top 4, and it's all been thrown away in one crash. You have to feel bad for him. That was so unfortunate. But it's great for us though, as spectators, because we get to commentate on this. And Jensen pitted himself. Let's see. Everyone surely on the softs. Surely everyone on the soft here. No way. Jofi staying out. Just staying out. Nick coming in. I guess they wanted to avoid the double stack. But surely one could have just let off the throttle. They could have done so much better at this, because now it means that if Joe pits, oh, that's a bit off. That is a bit off. I think there was a chance they could have. I may be wrong, but I think if Joe had let off a little bit off the throttle, because it looked like there was a pretty big gap between him and Sandro. So if he'd let off or something, I don't know if that's legal or something in the league. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if that's a rule, but they could have done that. I think they could have gone about that a little bit better. because that means he's the only driver who hasn't pitted. But how much will this hurt him though? He will surely drop 1 place, that is a given. Will he drop 2 though? Is there pit assist or something? So I'm not used to seeing cars go full throttle into the pits like that. Oh, he's raising a wing as well. So, oh no, he's going to drop way back. He was a P4, sorry. Before he went to the pits, and he is a P7 now. But it should take about a lap for... Actually no, Dion and Sam. They're a lap down, I think. Well, they were a lap down. So they might have to restart without them. Sandro is in P8, but I don't think he can pass Sam under safety car, even though there's a lap difference between the two. God, I love these helicopter shots. As I said, it'd be amazing if you could control the cameras on this game as a spectator, and you could, because of course you can switch between drivers, but if you could have these helicopter shots, that would be very good. So FIFA 22, sorry, F1 2022 wish list. That's one thing that could be on there. That's the lap cars coming round, but surely the safety car will be coming in this lap. You'd like to think, but I know not everyone's formed up yet, but I would personally think that it would be out around this time. Well then, it's gonna be an interesting end. You get again for 2 weeks on the trot, a late safety car could shake things up. We could see Alexei going from second to last to second place on the grid. We could see Jesper retaking what he must believe is rightfully his. He should have got a P4 before the incident between him and Jur. So if he can overtake Nick, then that'd be great, because not only will that be, you know, great for him, but it'd be also great for the team itself, because they have not scored any points this season. So I'm sure they would absolutely love to pick up some points today. And there you go, confirmation safety car is in this lap. Those 2 lapped cars unfortunately won't be challenging the others unless, actually no, Dion might get there in time. I think Dion will get there. I think he will. He's going to get there. He's going to be able to catch up some positions. Sam's the one who's going to get ultimately, who's the ultimate loser out of this, because he's unfortunately not going to be able to rejoin the pack. But there you go, Dion just about getting there in time. Sam though unfortunately not, unless he's able to hit the hyperdrive and catch up. I don't think he will, but we're going to go on board though with Jensen. We'll see when he leaves. The safety car's in, and he goes now, and he's absolutely left them. The gap's already a second. Another penalty for Sam. But, oh, there's already position change, Oh, that was a hell of a move there from Reen. But look at this, it's 4 drivers in a train there. Look at that, practically hooked onto the back of each other. It's like tailgating in F1. Could there be contact between Jesper and Jur? I don't think this battle's over. And look at that, move up the inside. Lovely move there from Jesper. And that's Jesper already out of position. And of course, Jur, the only one on the mediums. I don't know why he's not on the softs, but look at this. Too wide. Oh, sent it in there. That was really unnecessary from Jur. Should have given him more room. Unnecessarily aggressive there. Has Jesper got damage again? Oh, and he can't catch a break. Oh, you've got to feel sorry for him. But look at this Dion though, charging up the grid. And so Sandro, the Ferraris are on a surge. And with only a few laps to go, look at this, Jensen 104.5. taking the fastest lap of the race. But there's two, I said the two Ferraris. Dion going from being a lap down to P8 now, and Sandro going from last place up to 7th. There's a good chance he could get P6 here. The Ferrari have a comeback. And now Reen closing in on Nick. Not by much though. Unfortunately, I think the first lap chaos has kind of made everything spread out. Jensen though, oh, just an absolute exquisite drive from Jensen. Yeah, he hasn't led every lap, but he's been in control of the whole race. As he starts the final lap of the Austrian Grand Prix. His teammate behind, currently in P3. He's going to want to make it a Mercedes 1-2. Look at this. Good exit. And he's whittling that gap down. Sector by sector. Inch by inch. DRS was enabled this lap, so we should get it here. Oh, he's so close. He absolutely rinsed the car of the DRS, but so was Louis. Louis can protect this P2 like it's his newborn child, but let's see if it's going to get snatched away. We will, of course, flick towards Jensen as he crosses the line, but be over in a matter of a few corners. Oh, look at this, Alexei. Oh, I don't think he's close enough. He's not close enough. Surely Louis is going to have this. And I think he will. But we're going to watch Jensen though. He's been in control of the whole race. It's been an absolute masterclass. Jensen takes the win. But Alexei takes P2. No, Reen takes P2. Because of the penalties, of course. And Louis goes P6. I don't believe it. Sandro into P7 from last place on the grid. Robin getting I lost my words there. Getting a great finish there. P8. Dion, again, great drive from him. He's had 2 spins the whole race, but he finishes in P9 in the points. And then Jesper picking up, unfortunately, 1 solitary point. Oh, so you have to feel sorry for Jesper. He's been in so many good positions, but it's from battling. It's just from other people, I guess, going into him, that he's got the damage. But what a race that was. For the second week on the trot, Jensen winning an incredible race. And the late safety car, he survived it all. But at least this time, though, Alexei can say that due to a late safety car, he didn't end up getting taken out. And he comes P3 today. Great stuff there. And Reen, P2 as well. Great stuff from him. Moving on back down the grid though, we've got Nick, Jur, Louis, unfortunately down on penalties, 9 seconds of penalties. Moving on though to Sandro, P7, Robin P8, P9 Dion, P10 Jesper, P11 Sam, P12 Logan, P13 Reese, and P14 was Jan. Unfortunately though, many drivers had a bit of a tough race. Sam definitely one of those with 34 seconds of penalty, just couldn't get hold of the track, I guess. And Jesper, so many times to be unlucky. And of course the people that crashed out, Reese, he was on dodgy tyres, I guess, on low grip tyres, and that's unfortunately what happens. Of course Jan as well, retiring himself, and Logan in P4 when he crashed out, qualified on pole. You have to wonder what could have been. And during that race there was only 3 drivers who didn't get a penalty. 2 of those were the top 2. One of those was from the 8th place spot of Robin. A very clean race for Robin. But what a hell of a race that was. You know what? That I don't think that tops last week. I don't think that tops round 1. Round 1 I think was a bit more dramatic. The racing I'd say was a little bit better. But yeah, and you know what? For me, driver of the day has to go to Alexei there. An amazing drive from him. You have to say that that was absolutely brilliant to watch. And for me, overtake of the race has to go to Jesper. That outside move that he performed was absolutely brilliant. That outside move that he pulled off was just something else. And unfortunately, can't watch the race back because I think you have to participate in it for it to be kept. But yeah, what a race that was! That was brilliant to watch, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. That was, yeah, brilliant to watch. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching season 7, round 2, the Austrian GP. It's definitely changed the championship a little bit. I'm sure some rivalries may have been spawned, and we will see you next race for round 3 of season 7 in our SRL. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Take care. Goodbye.